Hey, Joe.
Hi, Peter. How are you doing?
What are you playing there, Joe? What game is that?
Oh, it's
Oh,
Death
wait, is
Stranding.
that... Oh, Joe. Come on, Joe.
What?
You don't really like that game, Joe, do you?
Yeah, I've been really enjoying it so far. I think it's great.
Joe, tell me, what do you like about the game, Joe?
It
Tell
has a
me.
fantastic story. And its
Joe.
gameplay is fun too.
Joe, you can't really be saying Death Stranding's story is fantastic. I mean, it's a really boring story, Joe. It's a very self-indulgent story, Joe. It's really bad.
It's fantastic. I love it.
I mean, Joe, this game should have been a movie, Joe. It should have been a movie.
It's completely hooked me, though.
Joe, I know people say that the game's a walking simulator. In my opinion, I feel like it is too, Joe. But I thought maybe I should give that game a chance, and I downloaded the game and played it, and the gameplay is just as boring as it looks, Joe. It's just awful.
But it's so fun.
Joe, what's fun? Joe, what is fun about Death Stranding? Tell me.
You get to set your own route. You get to set your own route to where you go, and the fun is just figuring out how you're gonna get there.
And that sounds interesting to you, Joe?
Of course it does.
Okay, Joe, look, some games, they probably don't need to be amazing in all aspects, but at least, the game should at least be a little entertaining. I mean, just look at you. The game just looks all jumbly, Joe. What is that?
What do you mean it looks all jumbly? I'm on this motorcycle. I'm going crazy.
Joe, that looks so unbelievably boring. It looks like you're holding down your trigger and just steering a motorcycle till you get to your destination, and that's it.
Yeah, but there's things along the way which you gotta avoid, like these guys up here, the mules.
Okay, Joe. Kojima makes some really good games, Joe, but you at least can admit that this one's probably his worst one yet.
No. Absolutely not. Have you seen some of those Metal Gear games? They are nowhere near as good as this game.
Joe, those games are a little more engaging than this game. And did you hear what Kojima said about Americans, Joe? I take huge offense to this. I mean, he said that we only
What did he say?
He said we only like huge first-person shooters, Joe, or third-person shooters or something, which isn't true at all.
Yes, it is, Peter. You just don't want to accept it.
Joe, we all love games over here.
Kojima said it.
Joe, I'm getting bored watching your gameplay. It's literally just you walking around, Joe.
No, it's not. Look, I have to fight these mules now.
Joe, you can take out all the gameplay, Joe, and watch all the cutscenes, and the game would still make 100% sense. The gameplay is completely irrelevant to the story, Joe. It's just awful.
It's not. You obviously have not played the game, Peter.
Oh, yes, I have, Joe. Oh, I've seen the whole game. I've seen all 100% of the game, and the gameplay barely and minutely progresses the story in the smallest ways, and it's only the boss fights the only thing that do. It's just, Joe, that game is not as... Joe, I feel like people just feel guilted into loving the game. I feel like deep down they know it's not a good... Yeah, Joe, I feel like deep down you know it's not a good game, but you can't
I'm having
accept
so much fun beating these guys up.
Joe, there are so many better games that you could play where you could beat guys up than this boring game, Joe.
Name one.
Joe, have you ever played Batman, Joe?
Batman, I love those games. The Arkham games. I was playing
those games are really fun for beating up people, Joe. This game looks like poo. Joe, you're walking on poo right now, look.
No, I'm not. This is brown dirt.
Joe, what are you even doing? You look like a Joe.
I'm going.
Joe, where are you going right now, Joe?
I'm going to deliver this package. It's over there. There's my destination, but I gotta figure out how to get over this obstacle.
Joe, what happens after you deliver the package, Joe?
You deliver another one. Oh, Jesus Christ!
And then after you deliver that other package, Joe, what do you do next?
You fight people and you fight a boss. I don't really know. I haven't beat the game yet.
Oh my
so
God,
many
Joe.
different things could happen. There's a lot of different possibilities of this game.
Joe, you should be playing like Spider-Man or something, Joe. Like this game is visually the game looks nice, but that's with a lot of modern games. A lot of modern games, it looks visually nice, but the gameplay is just bland, Joe. It's a really bland game.
Well, I don't think so. I think it's quite fun.
Hideo Kojima, I have heard things of him about being a director, and I could see why he would make a good director, but this story does not fit well for a game where you just run around delivering packages. You play it for 10 minutes and you've played the whole game, Joe, and you can just watch all the cutscenes on YouTube. There's no point, Joe. Oh my God, Joe, there's a bug on your head.
What?
Sorry, I got it. I got it, Joe.
Oh.
The game, Joe,
Look, I'm climbing a ladder with a motorcycle. What other games can you do that in, huh?
Joe, I really don't know, but let me tell you one thing, Joe. Whenever you play like other video games, do you feel like you're actually enjoying your time, or do you feel like you're wasting your time? Because with this game, it feels like when you're playing it, it feels like the game's just wasting your time, Joe. It just feels like it just feels like you're just playing this game to pass time, Joe. It doesn't really feel like much is going on.
The entire point of games to pass time?
No, Joe. Some games might be, used for entertainment, enjoyment. This game, purely just to pass time. You play it, not a single smile or emotion cracks on your face, Joe. You just play it and sit there and stare.
I've heard the ending is quite nice.
Joe, is the ending a cutscene?
I mean,
yeah, Joe. That's what I thought. You can just watch the cutscenes, Joe. There's many games out there where you have to play the game for it to make sense. This game, you can watch all the cutscenes and the game makes 100% sense, Joe.
Well, the gameplay's fun. Sure, it may not make... Oh God, there's BTs. Sure, it might not make sense, but... I mean,
Josh, I'm not a huge Death Stranding fanatic, as you can tell. Are there side quests in this game?
Yes, there are side quests, of course.
What are the side quests? And do not tell me it's just delivering a package, Joe.
There's the one where you deliver pizzas.
Joe. And from what I've seen, Joe, you can drink Monster Energy, right? Is that the only drink you can drink in this game, Joe?
Yeah. But drinking other drinks wouldn't expand the experience, now would it?
Nah, Joe, this game, man, it's lacking a lot of stuff, Joe. I don't know what it is, Joe, but there's something weird that just seems really odd about this game, Joe. I don't know.
It's very unique. It's very unique. It's great.
It's unique, but it's boring, Joe.
Even Sakurai said it was a masterpiece.
Joe, just because Sakurai said that's a masterpiece doesn't mean that actually is. That's just his opinion, Joe.
Yeah, but Sakurai's a master game designer. He should know.
Yeah, but Joe, Sakurai's games are amazing, but I don't even get why he called that game a masterpiece.
Well, all the critics are saying it's fantastic.
Joe, from what I've seen, all the critics are saying that the game's boring.
Well,
I've seen many critic reviews that the game's bad.
Critics you're following, but
I don't know, Joe, but I think I'm gonna head back home and play a real open world game. All right?
Yeah, like Death Stranding.
Yeah, no, Joe. More like Spider-Man, Joe. Some along those lines.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Joe. Play a real open world game, loser. Thanks for tuning into this new episode of Peter and Joe Discussions. Be sure to subscribe to see all of our future videos when they release.
If you want to watch more of our discussions, click the links shown on screen now.